Welcome to another edition of Talkin Football. Here's your host, Frankie.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Frankie here again to bring you another edition of NFL Talks, Talking Football. That's right, week 2 is in the books. Looking forward to week 3 now, and let's get right into it. This week in the news, Adrian Peterson and the child abuse thing. Apparently, he had been witnessed. He was a witness, saw him beating his kid with a switch. And the photos later surfaced and showed a bunch of scars and cuts on his 4-year-old son's leg. And, at first when I heard about this, I thought, well, I mean, come on, dude. I've gotten my ass kicked with a tree branch before. Whatever, dude. But then I saw the pictures and you're kind of like, okay, maybe he went just a little bit too far. But we don't know. I mean, he says that's his upbringing. And then I thought about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't like it, right? Who would enjoy getting his ass kicked like that as a kid? Wouldn't you, not want to do that so your kids don't have to go through that? I mean, I don't know. That's just my way of thinking. But then again, everybody else has their opinions on how to raise kids. So, it is what it is. Quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about domestic violence. Greg Hardy, Ray McDonald, Ray Rice, and apparently Arizona Cardinals running back Johnathan Dwyer have all been accused of domestic violence, and Dwyer's been officially deactivated. Greg Hardy's been placed on the commissioner's exempt list, which I saw a post that said the commissioner's exempt list, a list you literally had no clue about until you heard that Adrian Peterson and Greg Hardy were on. That is so true. Where the fuck did that list come from, and why is this the first time we're ever hearing about it? I don't know, but so Johnathan Dwyer is deactivated. Greg Hardy's deactivated. For some reason, Ray McDonald's the only one who's accused of domestic violence is still allowed to fucking play. The 49ers have said they're allowing the process to take place. So now I'm wondering, why doesn't every team do that? But I don't know. I mean, does it make the 49ers look bad for playing a guy who's accused of domestic violence? Or is it the 49ers saying, well, fuck it, until they say otherwise, we're going to play our guy? I don't know. It's one of those things. But that's what's in the news this week. Feel free to give us your opinions on those topics, and go ahead and give us a share and like. I didn't even give our pages a plug on, just in case you're wondering. Facebook.com/NFL Talk, on Instagram at NFL Talk Show, and Twitter at NFL Talk Show. So check us out. And let us know what you guys think of the show and the page and the news and the whole shebang. All right, here we go. Week 2 picks. I said I was going to try to improve on my week 1 picks, and I did the exact opposite. I regressed significantly. I went from 10-6 to 6-10, so I didn't do so hot. Last week we started off with Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I had picked the Steelers to win this game, but the Baltimore Ravens ended up winning 26-6. Owen Daniels is emerging as a true red zone threat for the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens defense looked like it was making a lot of big plays, so thought that was pretty good for them. They ended up winning, the Ravens did, with a good balanced offense, and in my opinion, the Steelers defense, they've got to improve. They look good in the preseason, but here where it counts, they haven't looked so hot. Next up was my Atlanta Falcons at the Bengals. I have no clue what happened. The Bengals D roughed up my poor Falcon line, and to be honest, we were out physicaled, and jeez, the whole thing in the offseason, well, let's get tougher. Well, we ran into a team that was way tougher, at least on defense. I think their offense just took advantage of our misfortunes and turnovers and things like that. But that defense, it's either that defense is that good or we're just not as good as we thought we were. But at the same time, it's week 2. There's still a lot to happen. There's still a lot to identify about teams and how they're going to play. So, 1 week the Falcons are a high-flying offense. The next week they're not on the road. Are the Falcons going to change to that team that can't play on the road? Or is it just that the Bengals defense was just that good? There's a lot of questions out here that are left to be answered. So, the Bengals ended up winning that one 24-10. And I ended up breaking my heart. Anyways, next up we had the New England Patriots at the Minnesota Vikings, where the Patriots ended up winning 30-7. In my opinion, the Vikings really miss Adrian Peterson, but at the same time, I really don't think he would have done that much anyway. Probably could help with ball control or something, but the Patriots offense was just, they were all over him. They were all over the Vikings defense, I should say. Matt Castle ended up throwing 4 interceptions. I think he still thought he was playing for the Patriots. He wanted to relive his glory days. He said, you know what? I had a 10-5 season when I played with the Patriots. I'm throwing it to the fucking Patriots. Only that plan did not fucking work, obviously. Chandler Jones had a huge play, that blocked kick, and returned for a touchdown. I thought he was, maybe he could emerge as a great player for the Patriots. I know he's been a good, solid player for them, but Chandler Jones, it's one of those things where it's did Chandler Jones just, play above his competition, or is he just that much of a beast? I think he's just played above his competition, in my opinion, but what do I know? Next up is Dallas at Tennessee. The Cowboys ended up winning 26-10, and I thought they were going to lose. It's funny. Great things happen when you take the ball out of Tony Romo's hands. For the second straight week, the Cowboys have had a pretty good running game, and good things have happened for them. Except last week when Tony Romo threw his interception fiasco. But 2 games in a row where DeMarco Murray's ran pretty well, and the Cowboys defense has also played very well. I just get the ball out of Tony's hands. You got to do it. And this game proved it. That's really the takeaway I took from it. Just keep giving it to DeMarco Murray. He'll probably fumble once a game, but shit, at least he's moving the ball well. The defense has been surprisingly well. So maybe they can continue their hard work and their success. And maybe Dallas can get back. Because the more I think about it, last week is the 49ers. They were kicking their ass, whatever. But really, the 49ers just kind of capitalized on Cowboy mistakes. Really, for the most part, that game was pretty evenly matched. So, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I kind of just juggle my mind around. But anyway, next up we had Jacksonville at Washington. The Redskins ended up winning 41-10. RG3 dislocated his ankle in this game. And Kirk Cousins came in and played one hell of a game. Real quick, I just want to know what you guys think about RG3. Do you guys think he's, I don't know. I always thought Andrew Luck was the better quarterback from that draft, but even so, people have asked me, would you take RG3 if you could? And I don't think I ever would. I've often said I would prefer a quarterback who's more reliable, and for the 3rd straight season, RG3 has been injured. 3 out of 3 years he's been injured. It's, I don't know. He had a good rookie season, yeah, but he also had a good running attack with him. So, I don't know. It's tough. It sucks that he dislocated his ankle, but I wouldn't take RG3 ever. Trust me. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I would definitely prefer reliability. I know you're going to show up on Sunday ready to go over RG3, who he has such a high ceiling, but will he ever get there? You never know. He can't finish the season. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. And once again, the more I think about the the more I think about this, the more I think I change my mind, is the fact that the Jacksonville Jaguars, baby, they shouldn't put Blake Bortles in, at least until they fix that fucking line. What the fuck? They surrendered 10 sacks and like 4 of them were to Ryan Kerrigan. I mean, come on, dude. You gotta try 71 or I think his name was 71. I can't remember his name, though. That guy was just, I was looking at him in the highlights, and I felt so bad for that guy because he was just getting his fucking ass kicked all day. I mean, geez Louise. It was, oh my gosh. So, and then I think, well, what if that was Blake Bortles there? Would he have done anything different? I don't know that he would have, to be honest. So, Blake Bortles gets sacked 10 times in a game. You know, how would that destroy his confidence? I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, ugh, you know, maybe they shouldn't put him in yet. But you know, I don't know. I mean, at the same time, some coaches believe in just putting them in there and earning their lumps. But I don't know. That's one hell of a lump he's gonna get. So next up is Houston at Oakland, and the Texans ended up kicking the Raiders' ass. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more competitive, but it wasn't. Derek Carr's continuing to struggle. I thought he would do better at this point, at least not, struggle this much. But, it's to be expected. I mean, he had to play a tough defense. The Houston Texans defense is pretty tough. So, understandably so, he struggled. But at the same time, the Raiders got to do a better job of equipping this guy with better weapons. So, Derek Carr, he's struggling, but maybe he'll improve if the talent around him improves. So that's my opinion, but I think he's a good quarterback. J.J. Watt got his receiving touchdown. Thought that was pretty freaking awesome. I mean, when you look at the play, I mean, the Raiders defense just literally the last thing on their mind was, hey guys, cover J.J. Watt because he was wide open. It wasn't even funny. I was like, yeah, you got the best defensive player arguably in the league on the line. I would have identified him right away, and I would have been like, you know what, let's probably watch that guy. Let's probably get at least a body on him. But, the Raiders defense, being the Raiders defense, said, no, fuck that guy. Nah, we don't need him. Nah, it's cool, dude. You ain't gonna catch shit anyway, so, whatever. We'll just double cover this running back in the flat. Excuse me. But, yeah, so, I don't know, Oakland, get your shit together, man. Next up, we have the Lions at the Panthers, and the Panthers ended up winning 24-7. Obviously, they were without Greg Hardy, but they still played well anyway, so, whatever. No big deal, right? Carolina's defense still continued just to be such a tough defense. I mean, that defense is just so difficult to deal with. Their front seven is very good, so. The Panthers, they're looking pretty good so far. Do I think they're the best team in the league? Hell fucking no. But they do look good, I will say that. Coming from a Falcons fan, it must be true. The next up we had the Jets at the Packers. The Packers ended up winning 31-24, and this game was just fucking unbelievable. Fucking believable. First of all, the Jets got off to a fast start. Here I am thinking, I picked the fucking Packers to win at home, and the fucking Jets are kicking their ass. What the hell just happened? But, of course, the Jets being the Jets, they blew the lead, and Packers went up 31-24 on them. So, I'm standing here going, okay, This is who the Jets are, and Geno Smith is having that final drive, and he's having a pretty good one. And I'm watching it on third down. Geno Smith takes a snap, drops back, looks, fires deep down the field. It's fucking caught in the end zone, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you seriously about to tell me that the Packers just gave up that late touchdown? Are you fucking serious? And then, you thought for 1 second the Jets are not a circus of a team. For 1 second, you thought these fucking Jets wow, I am shocked. But then you see, you hear from the commentator, but it's not going to count. They said the coach called a timeout. I was like, yep, that's right. Yeah, that's why they're the Jets. Because they do shit like this. And it wasn't even fucking Rex Ryan. It was Marty Morningwig. Oh my lord, man. What the fuck? That sucked. That sucked. I was like, man, that's pretty freaking cool. The Jets just did that. That's pretty awesome. But, yeah, Marty Morningwig, you fucking blew it, dude. That guy's probably just... That guy owes Geno Steak, like Geno Steak. Geno Smith a steak dinner. That guy owes Geno Smith a steak dinner and, like, $1,000 because he just fucking killed it. That guy sucks. That guy, he didn't suck, but, man, that timeout couldn't have been any more ill-timed. I mean, that was just the worst. Poor Gino. Next up, we had the Cardinals at the Giants. Cardinals end up getting their fucking ass kicked 25-14. Carson Palmer didn't even play because of a shoulder injury or something, if I'm right. I could be wrong, but Drew Stanton comes in and he plays. And Eli Manning, he's continuing to struggle. Had 2 interceptions on the day. The whole offense really is just struggling. I mean, this offense is going as Eli goes, and they're just struggling. So, I don't know. The Giants there's talks about Eli leaving next semester. There's talks about Coach Coughlin leaving next semester. I mean, yeah, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for a change in New York. I don't know, because the Giants have not been playing well at all going back to last year, so it's something to think about. What do you guys think? You guys think the Giants will end up shipping Eli out and Coughlin and the general manager, whose name I can't think of off the top of my head? Let us know. Next up, we have the Seahawks at the Chargers, and I told you guys, I picked the Seahawks to win, but I told you guys the Seahawks don't play as dominant on the road as they do at home, and it showed today. Now, once again, it kind of goes back to that thing because it's week 2. It's like, is it because the Seahawks can't play as well on the road, or was the San Diego Chargers defense that damn good? Because they played real good. They're playing very good. So, I don't know. And then, Phillip Rivers did a pretty good job of controlling the ball, and that was something that I noticed was, if you keep the Seattle offense off the field, they can't hurt you, obviously, right? So ball control, long, exhausting drives, and that to me that'll sure do it. So that's I thought that was pretty cool to see the Chargers beat the Seahawks like that. Antonio Gates had an awesome game. Those 3 touchdowns he had, like 96 yards or something. Thought that one touchdown he had where Phillip Rivers just kind of chucked it over his head and he caught it one-handed. That was pretty awesome. So all around it was just a great game plan by the Chargers, in my opinion. Another quick note, I noticed Phillip Rivers was wearing a helmet that said 61, and I posted a picture on the Instagram page, and I circled the 61, and I was like, he's 17. Did anybody else notice that? Apparently it was because Nick Hardwick was in an accident, or he's injured, or something along those lines, and he was wearing it to honor him, and I thought that was pretty cool, and I didn't know at the time, so thank you to those people who clarified that for me. I thought that was pretty cool once I found out the truth, so yeah, that's what that was all about. Next up, we had the Rams at the Buccaneers, and the Rams ended up winning 19-17. I was kind of shocked about that. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? The Buccaneers lost at home to the Rams, who don't even have their second string quarterback in. They're down to their third string guy. Like, are you kidding me? I was just, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But CJ McDonald ended up playing pretty damn well for them on special teams. He had a punt and a field goal block. Thought that was pretty damn cool. Late field goal gave the Rams the lead at the end. And the Buccaneers on their last drive end up McCown ends up throwing it to Mike Evans. I'm sorry, I just thought it was. I mean, that kind of sucked, but he ends up throwing it to Mike Evans, who catches it, gets knocked the fuck out, and because he's. And because he gets injured and because the Buccaneers have no timeouts, it's a 10-second runoff by rule, and the Buccaneers lost. So not only did their rookie receiver get knocked the fuck out, they lost the fucking game on top of it. I mean, come on, dude. That's gotta suck. But, I mean, and on top of that, you lost to the Rams at home. Oh, my God, dude. Golly, Tampa Bay. And you're gonna lose again to the Falcons. At least I hope you do. Anyway, New Orleans at Cleveland, and the Saints fucking lost. And they have the same problem the Seahawks do. They can't play on the damn road. I think I mentioned it last week. They end up losing 26-24. Brian Hoyer, in my opinion, had probably the greatest game-winning drive of last week. He played pretty damn well on that drive. Made some clutch passes. That one to Miles Austin, where he threw it just. I mean, that thing could have been an inch shorter, and it probably would have been incomplete. You know, I mean, that was just one of those pinpoint passes. He put it right where it had to be, and ends up leading the Browns down the fields for the win. But Johnny Manziel got in this game, right? It was pretty crazy. Yeah, Johnny Manziel, here he comes, savior of the Browns. What does he do? Like 2 handoffs and an incomplete pass. And, oh, by the way, on that incomplete pass, he rolled out of the pocket. Okay, first of all, when you roll out of the pocket, it's because you're either doing like a bootleg or because there's pressure in your face. Johnny Manziel literally just ran out of the fucking pocket. Like, there was nothing. There wasn't anything in his face. He just decided to run the fuck. Like a defensive lineman got in there he was getting in there. But the second Johnny saw that, he just booked it. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. No, I'm out. He ran around to his left of all fucking places. He's a right-handed quarterback. He runs out to his left, throws the ball, and I can't remember who he threw it to, but he got knocked the fuck out by Jarvis Bird, forcing the incomplete pass. And I was just like, Johnny Manziel, are you fucking serious, bro? Like, are you just trying to get crazy, trying to be creative, or are you that much of a pussy? You saw a defensive lineman, and you were like, fuck it, I don't want to get sacked, I'm out of here. Come on, Johnny. Jeez Louise. Next up is Kansas City at Denver, and I thought this game was going to be a little bit easier for Denver. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people did, but Denver actually got a very tough game from Kansas City. The final score was 24-17. Thought it was a great game. It was competitive throughout the whole game. I mean, it's like I said, Kansas City, you know, they just, I mean, it kind of begs the question. Is Kansas City this good, or is it because they're in a divisional game, and divisional game are always bring out the best competition amongst their rivals? Last week, Kansas City didn't play well at all, but this week they played extremely well. I mean, you know, this team is a bit of an enigma, so, you know, we just have to wait, I suppose, for the season to develop to see who the Kansas City Chiefs really are. And you also got to see Peyton Manning yell really loud and angrily at Julius Thomas. So I thought that was pretty funny. Next up is the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Fucking Bills, man. The fucking Bills. For the second straight week, they put up at least 20 on. I think last week they put up like 26. This week they put up 29. They're looking pretty damn good. C.J. Spiller. He had a huge game, man. He had 12 rushes, 69 yards. Looks like he had a 102-yard kickoff return touchdown. That was pretty awesome. And Sammy Watkins ends up getting his first touchdown. So, man, the Bills, they're looking very good, and their defense is creating a lot of pressure. Man, that's one hell of a defensive line they got going there. So, you know, shit. I mean, look out for Buffalo, huh? Jeez, I thought Miami might have been the team last week. What about the Miami Dolphins win the AFC? Well, fuck that. What about the Buffalo Bills, huh? They're looking real good. Yeah, but it's a great thing to see, man, after a team sucked for so long that they do well. So, yeah, man, that's, the Bills are looking great. That's pretty cool. Next up, we had the Sunday night football game. The Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers in their brand spanking new stadium. The Chicago Bears really just got their ass kicked for the first half and really kind of like the third quarter as well. They literally got their ass kicked by the 49ers. And the Bears, towards the end of the half, Brandon Marshall catches that touchdown, which gave them life. But if you're watching the game, you're like, the 49ers have these guys down, and they are just beating the fuck out of these poor teddy bears, and it is just the worst thing to see. This game is boring. It's not even competitive. It's not even close. And it might have even made some of you just turn it off, because you're like, this is boring. This is dumb. Like, I'm not going to watch this shit. So I can do something else on a Sunday night. But if you're a football lover, you probably watched anyway, like me. But I was contemplating turning the damn TV off because that was just, man. It was, but I'm glad I did it. I am definitely glad I did it because I would have missed the implosion of the 49ers at home in the fourth quarter. Oh my Lord. I know it's not like the Bears had an offensive master game plan, but the 49ers, Colin Kaepernick, what the fuck? What are you doing? You have the lead, bro. Just hand the fucking ball off. Give it to Frank Gore. Keep giving it to Frank Gore and Carlos Hyde, man. What the hell, bro? You would have chewed up some clock. You probably would have moved the ball better on them. I mean, I know the Bears defense started playing a little bit tougher in the second half, but I mean, golly, man, you gotta think. Let's play it safe, man. We got a fucking lead here at home. He throws an interception to the guy, I think his name is Kyle Fuller, a rookie out of Virginia Tech. He gets picked off. Okay, you're kind of just like, all right, the first pick is like, okay, it's fine. Then the Bears go down and score a touchdown, and you're like, that one hurts. That one hurts, because they got points off of it. Then Colin Kaepernick, he has the fucking nerve to do it again to Kyle Fuller again. And look, I saw the camera that it had that camera that's like behind. Colin Kaepernick's kind of like the Madden camera, when you play, like things kind of, the whole plays in front of you. Well, it showed the replay of that angle, and it shows the fucking rookie corner standing right there. He's right there, a white jersey with a blue helmet, totally like contrast of the 49ers uniform. And he's standing right there. Colin Kaepernick has the fucking gall to throw it there anyway, and he picks it off. And then in the post-game interview, Colin Kaepernick's like, well, I saw it and I knew what was happening. I threw it in there anyway. I'm saying here going, are you fucking stupid then? Because he's saying he knew what the play was and he knew what he was doing, but he forced the ball and you can clearly see the fucking corner there. Come on, Colin Kaepernick. This isn't Madden NFL football. This isn't rookie skill level or whatever skill level you play at, okay? There's a fucking quarterback right there who's more than capable of jumping in front of your receiver and picking off the pass. Especially one that you're throwing across your body from. Jeez Louise. Anyway, this leads to the San Francisco's 21 unanswered point surrender, I should say, to the Bears defense. And, the 49ers, even all things considered, still had an opportunity to win the game. Michael Crabtree was the first guy to ever score a touchdown in Levi Stadium. But he could not be the first guy to complete Levi Stadium's first The Catch miracle. And we all know what the catch is. If you don't, go look up NFL films. And, by the way, stop living under that fucking rock you live in. Because the catch is obviously a game-winning touchdown grab. It was made by Dwyer Clark. Catch 2 was Terrell Owens. And catch 3 was Vernon Davis. Look him up. But anyway, this would have given Levi Stadium their very first The Catch miracle, but fortunately, just out of his fingertips, just inches away. I mean, you see it in slow motion. Michael Crabtree's just watching the ball fall. And you can it's almost like he's just going, no. and then it's all over. What a dramatic finish. But that sucks. I mean, to lose like that at home, and I've spoken to some 49ers fans, and they told me, I'm not mad that we lost, I'm just mad that we fucking lost like that. And I gotta agree, that sucks. Anyway, next up we have the Eagles at the Colts. I thought Richardson and Bradshaw, they played pretty well. I know Trent Richardson fumbled, but I thought he still played pretty well. He got some pretty good gains for the Colts. They have to learn to finish strong, in my opinion. The Colts do. They're a young team. They need to learn to play a complete game. Last week, they didn't show up in the first half, and then they finished as hard as they could. But this week they had a fast start, and unfortunately had they couldn't hold on to the lead and the victory. So is it the fact that, and I'm going to do it one more time, is it because the Eagles are a good second half team, or is it because the Colts are just a young team that doesn't know how to finish? We could ask these questions all day, and it's really going to be opinionated anyway, but I know what I saw. I saw the Colts who could not put the game away. They were competitive, but in the fourth quarter, Andrew Luck started forcing some passes. That's where the inexperience comes in my opinion. It's only his third year. He won't make those passes in the future. That's what I think. I thought the Colts defense played pretty well. Eric Walden looked like he could be a good option for them. He created a lot of pressure for them, and he made big plays for them too. So Eric Walden could fill that void that was left behind by Robert Mathis, who is injured right now, I believe. So, but imagine if Eric Walden can turn into a great player and Robert Mathis comes back and he plays well. Yeah, so that'd be pretty damn cool. But anyway, the Eagles played well. I thought Terrence Sproles, he's been their secret weapon. He plays very well. I mean, last week he had like that 49-yard touchdown run. This week he had big plays. I mean, this guy's got big plays coming out of his ass. So shit. If I was, who do you key on if you're playing Philly? You got Jeremy Maclin, they got LaShawn McCoy, they got Darren Sproles. I mean, they got weapons everywhere. Really, it's kind of unfair. No, not really. I mean, they're definitely stoppable. If you could stop their running game, which is a lot easier said than done, you could probably ground the Eagles. But anyway, that was this week's weekend review. Like I said, went 6-10 with my picks. Totally sucked ass this week, but that's okay because I got week 3 now. Week 3, here we go. First up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. My Falcons got our fucking ass kicked. We got our ass kicked by the Bengals defense last week. But I'm playing the Buccaneers, who haven't been playing well. I think this is a good opportunity for us to get at home. Okay, so we're in the house. We're in the Georgia Dome. Okay, home field advantage. We're playing a Buccaneers team that's probably losing some confidence. If we can jump on them early and get them out of it, control the clock, and protect Matt Ryan, please. Please protect Matt Ryan, please. We should be able to win. I'm predicting the Falcons win today, 21-10. The Chargers at the Bills. I'm picking the fucking Bills, man. Hell yeah, I am. The Buffalo Bills. The way they've been playing, are you kidding me? I'm taking the Bills 22-17, man. 17 is probably a good score for the Chargers, if you ask me, the way that defense is playing. The Ravens at the Browns. I'm picking the Browns. I am picking the Browns, man. I like the way they've been playing these past 2 weeks. That last drive was awesome from last week. I'm going with the Browns, man. I'm going with them to win 24-21. The Packers at the Lions. I'm going to pick a bit of an upset here. I'm going to go with the Lions. Because the Packers have been a little bit suspect these first 2 games. And divisional games are always more competitive. So I think the Lions have a good chance here to catch the Packers in a bad position. I'm picking them to win 35-28. The Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm picking the Colts. That line can't protect anything. And the Colts just found a pass rusher. So Looks like it'll be another tough day for Chad Henne. I'm picking the Colts to win 24-13. The Raiders at the Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots at home. Are you fucking kidding me? No fucking way. The Raiders have no chance. 35-10, and those 10 points are garbage time points. Next up, we have the Vikings at the Saints. The Vikings are without Adrian Peterson. And first of all, if Adrian Peterson has screwed anybody else in their fantasy team, I feel your pain. I had the second pick in the draft, just real quick. I had the second pick in the draft, and the first person took Peyton Manning. I was like, oh my God, you fucked up. You fucked up. You have no fucking clue what you just did. Give me Adrian Peterson. Didn't even fucking think about it. I just took him. And I was like, I'm going to rape everyone this year. And Adrian Peterson so far has done shit for me, so fuck that. Okay, anyway, picking the Saints to win at home. You fucking kidding me? No fucking way the Vikings have a chance in this one. 31-9. Houston at the Giants. I'm going to go with Houston. The Giants are a fucking mess. And the Houston's defense is for real, in my opinion. Picking them to win 17-13. Tennessee at Cincinnati. Going to go with the Bengals. That defense is mean, and they're ass wipes. And I know they're probably going to play without AJ Green, but I'm picking them to win anyway, 28-6. Next up, we have the Redskins at the Eagles. Going to pick the Eagles at home to win this, 24-17. I think the Eagles' offense is, like I said, they're looking strong. Washington's going to be playing with Kirk Cousins. I don't know how that's going to look. He looked great. He really did. He looked great. But it's a divisional game. I mean, the Redskins, to me, in my opinion, have a legit shot to win with Kirk Cousins. I don't think, Kirk Cousins is in, they're going to lose. I picked Philly because they're at home. And that was really was it, because of how strong they look on offense. But really, it's like, if the Redskins win, I mean, shit. That's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it could have been. Next up, we have the Cowboys at the St. Louis Rams. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. They impressed me. Please keep giving it to DeMarco Murray. He's going to fumble. That's okay. You're going to get the ball back. Keep giving it to DeMarco Murray. He's going to play well for you. He's going to rush the ball well for you. And I think the Cowboys can win today 20-7. Or not today, Sunday. The 49ers at the Cardinals. I couldn't say that without laughing. I reluctantly am picking the 49ers. I am reluctantly doing this. I really kind of want to go with Arizona, but I'm thinking, do I think the 49ers are going to lose again 2 times in a row? No. And that's really the only reason I'm picking them. I'm going with them 14-10. But, I mean, jeez, if the Cardinals haven't been looking totally shitty, so I don't know. I'm going with the 49ers. Kansas City at Miami. I'm going with the Chiefs. I think they can. Or 49. Did I say 14-10 for the 49ers? Oh yeah, I said they would win 14-10. Anyway, the Chiefs at the Dolphins. I'm going with the Chiefs here. No, the Dolphins are at home, but we had 2 different. The Dolphins can't protect, and I believe in the Kansas City Chiefs more. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs to win a close one, 21-18. Denver at Seattle. I'm picking Seattle. I don't think this will be another blowout. Seattle is at home, though. I think the Broncos are going to come in and play them tough. They're going to want revenge from that Super Bowl. That was a totally pathetic and boring Super Bowl. Picking Seattle to win 28-24. Pittsburgh at Carolina. I'm going to go with Carolina. Pittsburgh, they look discombobulated in every way, shape, and form. Their defense is not playing well. Their offense is not playing well. The Panthers' defense is playing well. The Panthers' offense is playing well. I mean, what are we talking here? The Panthers, and on top of that, the Panthers are at home. So, I'm picking the Panthers, man, 27-13. The Chicago Bears at the Jets. Are you fucking kidding me? The Bears. I almost said the Jets. The Bears. I'm picking the Bears. And the reason I say, are you fucking kidding me, is because you got 2 teams that are just up and down the roller coasters of teams, and I have no idea how to pick this game. I don't. I'm only picking the Bears because I think the Bears are probably a bit of a better team. But think about it. You got Geno Smith, and he's been referred to as a Geno coaster because of how he plays. You got Jay Cutler, who takes way too many fucking chances. I'm going with the Bears, man. Fuck it. Go with the guy who's been slinging it way longer than the other guy. I'm picking the Bears to win 17-10. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Talkin Football. Thanks once again. Remember, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NFL Talk, and to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at NFL Talk Show. Remember to always give us your feedback, like us, share us, do everything, and we'll see you next week.